Hi everyone, my name is Sophie and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video on my channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Disney College Program. I'm going to go through the application process, my location, housing, transportation, extending, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so starting with the application, when you apply to the college program, the first thing you have to do is basically submit like a resume type thing where you just have to fill in your job and then a job description. I've heard a lot of things about when you put keywords into the job description, the computers can pick it up and then you'll get sent through, if that makes sense. I don't think that one person can go through like 50,000 applications at once. That's why they go through and pick those keywords. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I did my second time applying because I applied 2 times. I was accepted for the college program in fall 2017. After you do the resume part, you rate the roles from no interest to high interest. I know this sounds obvious, but if you don't want a role, put no interest. For quick service, I put low interest because I really wanted to get in, and then they ended up putting me into that role. And I was kind of upset about it, but I didn't really care because I just wanted to be in. So they still look at the low interest options, even though you may have put like merch for high interest. Like, it doesn't matter, it still goes through. And I don't know how they decide that, but after you list all the roles from no interest to high interest, then you just go ahead and submit your application and wait to hear back. You get a thank you for applying email. In my case, that's the only email I got for 2 weeks. So I went into submission, I think is now called Applied. After those 2 weeks were up, I got an email for my web interview. The web interview is basically like a questionnaire thing, and you can choose from least likely to agree. No. The questions will say, I get to work on time, like strongly agree, or it'll be like, I'm always late to work, and then you say strongly disagree. So like they kind of try to trick you, but it's really easy, and I promise it's the easiest thing to pass. Then after you finish your web interview, you go to the phone interview, which I think is the scariest part of the whole thing. Some people record their phone interviews, which is really helpful, but I don't know how they could do that because it seems really scary. I was such a nervous wreck. My phone interview was on Valentine's Day last year, so I always remember that. I had all the questions written down that I had seen in other YouTube videos. I had my friends like randomly calling me and testing me all the questions. When it finally came to pick up the phone, all of the nerves went away, and it was like the weirdest thing. Like I had it all written down on a piece of paper, like the answers to everything, but as soon as I picked up the phone, like that was it. It was really easy, so I felt good about it. Mine was on like the shorter side. It was only 15 minutes when most people on Facebook were saying there was like 20 and 25 minutes, which kind of lowered my confidence, but I don't think it matters how long your phone interview is. 2 weeks after my phone interview, I got a congratulations email, and in the email it gives you the option to obviously accept or decline, and it'll tell you what your role is. So I got quick service food and beverage. I really wanted to get merchandise, and I thought because of all of my job experience was in retail, I was like, oh, for sure, like she asked me about this on the phone and I wrote it in my application, like they have to pick me for this. No, I've never worked with food in my life, and that was what my role is, so I think it's really random. So after my congratulations email, I accepted the role as being a quick service food and beverage cast member, and then you have to wait about until a week or 2 before your program starts to figure out where you're located, what housing complex you're going to be in. So when that came around, I got the email and I was in Vista Way, and I was working at Cosmic Rays. Cosmics, I was really afraid to get Cosmic Rays because I know it has a bad reputation. Everyone says like run from it, like do not work here. I was scared but ready. I don't know, I just had my brave face on, and I was ready to go into Cosmics and try my best. So the first week of your college program is kind of boring. They have like some housing events, but it's just getting like to know the area, I guess. I don't know. The first Friday that I was there was like my first class. It starts at like 6 a.m. You get on a bus and they take you to DU, Disney University. You just go through so much training and classes, and it's so boring, but it was well worth it in the end. The third day is traditions, and then you get your blue ID. Am I saying that in the right order? I think after the third day you get your blue ID and your name tag. I got mine to say England, because I didn't like having my college on there. I thought it was cool to have where I was from, so. But you can do that afterwards anyway. There were 2 traditions classes. Mine was in the morning, so I got to go to the park straight after with my friends. On the Monday or Tuesday following traditions, I got to tour the Magic Kingdom. It was like 6 a.m. and they take us in. I mean, it's wherever your work location is, but since I was in Cosmic Rays, it was Magic Kingdom. So at 6 a.m. they took us in. It was really early, really hot, and we were all in like business attire. And then we got to do a ride, so we just walked on Haunted Mansion. It was really fun. And you have your training schedule. I got mine for Cosmics, and it tells you when you're going to be training. The next week you're just training, you have your little earning my ears on your badge. It's really cute. I guess I could talk about working at Cosmics now. I got paid $10.36 an hour. I heard that if you work in Magic Kingdom you get paid 36 cents more than in the other parks. It was crazy, as they say. It was the shift times at Cosmic Rays are insane. I would work from like 7 at night to 2 in the morning. It was fun because you had to like go to the parks all day and then go into work at 7. So I like that aspect of it. I think that Cosmics is the only quick service restaurant open in Magic Kingdom on like party nights, like Christmas parties and Halloween parties. So that's why it is so busy and why you have to stay so late. Because when the park closes at 12, you still have to use 2 hours to close. And it is crazy. As a CP, working quick service, I'm sure you're going to be closing all the time. I know that in Hollywood studios they close at like 6 o'clock sometimes even, so that sounds great. Never got to experience that. I'd walk into work at 6. It did get really busy, but I just try to look at the bright side. Like, I got to watch the fireworks every night and it plays through the speakers in the restaurant, and it's so fun even on like party nights and New Year's Eve, which New Year's Eve is the craziest day ever. If you can like get it off or like call sick, I don't know, do that. It's the worst day of my life. About calling in sick, so you have, I think that you can call out 9 or 12 times. I think it's 9 times before you get fired. Wait, no, let's rephrase that. So every 3 points is 1 reprimand, and I think that you get fired after 3 reprimands, so that's like 9 points. So every time you call out is a point. So that means whenever you're sick, you can call out and stuff. But what I did, I just saved all my call outs up until the end of the year. So when I was so over working at Cosmics, to be honest, by the end of my time there, I was just calling out like every other day. But you have like 12, I think it's 9, I don't know, you have X amount chances to do it, so I knock on wood, I don't get sick that much. When I did my program in 2017, we weren't allowed to give away shifts anymore, so you had to trade shifts. They put me in the kitchen multiple times and I wasn't kitchen trained. I worked in the front of house. I feel so bad for anyone working in kitchen. Like, I know in my training group there are these girls who were working in kitchen. They had a mental breakdown and they went to go do merchandise. The other one was a custodial. So if you can cry while you're training in the kitchen, do it, because you can probably get out of it. When it comes to the end of your program and you were thinking about, should I extend? Well, when you get the extension email, it'll ask you if you want to do the same role, same location, same role, different location, or different role completely. So I made the same mistake as I did on the initial application by putting least interested in the same role, same location, and I should have learned the first time, but I didn't. I put high interest in like changing my role, and I put, you know, worst comes to worst, least interest in same role, same location. I feel like they didn't even look at my application. They just were like, oh, same role, okay, next. I was extended into Cosmics for the spring, and I didn't want to do that, so I left the college program, packed up, and came home in January. Alright, so let's talk about housing, since I didn't get to that yet. I lived in Vista, which has like a reputation for being like the party place. I don't know, I didn't think so, but I didn't have any friends.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Maybe went to like one party, if you would call like 4 people drinking wine a party, I guess. It was nice. I mean, I paid like $107 every week, which would technically be like, I don't know, like 4 something a month. Math, I don't. Well, when you think about it, like it was a 3-bedroom place with 6 people, so that would never be $400 a month. I mean, I don't know. For $100 a week, when the paint is peeling off the shower, no closet space, and no personal room, like, it was great. It's fine. You can also live off campus, out of Disney housing, so that's okay, as long as you have your own car, obviously, because the buses, oh my god, Transtar, like, I'm sure you've heard it before if you've been researching the program, but that bus system, all of the buses stop at Vista, which is good for someone who doesn't have a car like me. I'm sure if you've watched all the other YouTube videos, you know that they say bring a car, but I didn't have a car and it wasn't the worst thing ever. I mean, getting to work did take like 45 minutes because the bus picks you up, you stop at the Polynesian, then the Floridian, and then you stop at work, and then if you need to pick up a costume, that's an additional time, and then you gotta get on another bus to get to the tunnels. It was a lot in transportation. Like, I usually left like an hour before my shift just so I could get there in time for sure, because if you clock in like a minute late, then you're late and you get half a point. Oh yeah, and then finishing a shift at 2 in the morning sucks because the buses run less frequently in the middle of the night. Like, who can blame them? But it just sucks having to like get off a shift at 2 in the morning, being so tired and wanting to go home, and then having to wait like an hour for the bus. So most nights I would just waste money on Ubering, or luckily if you find a friend who goes with you, that helps too. I know that everyone says that it sucks to ride the bus, but it's not the worst thing. I mean, it will get frustrating at times, but you can do it. Coming out of cosmetics, I feel like I can work anywhere, I can do anything. I dealt with the craziest people, worked the late hours. I hope that I covered everything in this video. I know it was like really broad and I was trying to be specific. I hope I was. If you got quick service, if you got cosmic rays, if you have to take the bus, if you live in Vista Way, like, you can do it, because I'm proof you can get through it. It's okay. You get to go to Disney for free. If you do it in the fall, you get the Halloween parties, the Christmas parties. Today is August 19th and they already have Halloween decorations up. I bet it would be less busy in the springtime, but I love the holiday, so I have to do it in the fall. I hope this video helped you guys out. I hope it was informative. This is my first YouTube video, so I hope I did okay. When I edit it, I'm gonna cringe at my voice and my face. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you guys. I know that if you're applying for the college program, you're all over YouTube like I was. A year and a half ago, there wasn't as much stuff as there is now, so I'm just trying to like add my 2 cents to that, because I know everyone has different opinions. Good luck if you're watching this and you're about to apply, or you've already applied and you're waiting on that phone interview, or, you know, just, you're gonna be great, okay? Good luck. Thanks for watching, guys.